Hello everyone, I'm Jen of Jen and Crafts. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to explain how I made this beautiful vest. I love it. It's one of my favorite things I've created in my crochet career. Yeah, we'll call it that. Yeah, so I've been crocheting since January of 2022. And this is probably my favorite thing I've ever made. I've said that a million times, but honestly, this might be it. No, but I think this is it. Like, I love it. I truly love it. It's so beautiful. It's just so freaking beautiful. I am obsessed with it. I've worn it several times. I have not washed it yet, but I'm going to. I'm a little scared. I have to get a mesh bag so I can put it in the laundry and then set it out to dry. But yeah, so I'm just going to explain how I made this vest. It's literally just a bunch of granny squares. So if you don't know how to make a granny square, I suggest you just look for a video that teaches you how to make a simple granny square. There are a lot of different ones out there. Literally, there's a lot. I think I also have a tutorial on my channel, but the granny square technique on that granny square video is a little different than what I do now. For my granny squares, in between the clusters, I'll try to explain it a little bit. So in between the clusters, I do not chain at all. And then in the corners, I do chain 2. So that's really about it. And I also use a magic ring for the middle portion. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But what's funny is that how I made this vest, I kind of just had an idea in my head, and I was originally actually going to make something else, and then I was like, I'm just gonna make a vest instead. And I did. You kind of just have to eye it though. So the first thing you really have to do is measure how many granny squares your back is, because mine is a little bit bigger, but I wanted it to be that way. But if you want it to be more fitting, I definitely suggest you have to do a trial and error. I'm not joking. Trial and error is always the best thing you can do. I mean, if anything, you can just frog it. That's the best part about crocheting. You can just take it apart. And I knew I wanted to use a 6mm hook. Oh, my color just freaking fell that I was using. Okay. That I was using. So I knew. I pretty much just was like, okay, let me try 3 granny squares towards my back, and actually it fits pretty good. It was like, okay, this fits pretty good, and that's how I pretty much did it. And then I made the distance from my back down to, it goes down pretty much to like almost on top of my butt, pretty much. That's pretty much where it sits. I'll put it on. I'm gonna show you how I wear it in just a moment. But yeah, that's pretty much what I did. And then I have a video tutorial on how I sew the squares together. There's a certain way on how I do it, just to make your lives a little bit easier. It's a lot of sewing, but you know, personally, I don't mind it. I don't mind sewing the squares. There is a join as you go method, but I just prefer this method. I actually don't mind. It's actually very relaxing to me, sewing it this way. I don't know. And then when I was making the front panels, I was like, okay, let's see, I just have to make 3 squares going down, the same distance as the 9 squares. And that's pretty much what I did. And then for the side panel, it's literally just a square. You sew it together. I'm just gonna switch camera views now, just so when I'm wearing it, and then I'm gonna show a video of how it looks. Hold on. Okay, so this is how it looks when I have the vest on. As you can see, this is the side panels. This is how I sewed it together. This is the back. See how the 9 squares fits my back pretty good. See, this is where my butt is. Like, this is a really good size for me. Then here's the front. Honestly, it was just a lot of trial and error, as I said before. You have to figure out how many squares it is across and then down. So, I'm pretty small, as you can see, so the 9 squares, 3 across and 9 going down, was perfect for me. But if you wanted to have it a little bit smaller, you can have it a little smaller. Nothing wrong with that. And if you wanted to have another square going right here, also nothing wrong with that. I just prefer this style. But I'm gonna show you now the yarn I used. So, the main color on the outside is from Red Heart Super Saver Amethyst. Love this color. Absolutely one of my favorite purples out there. And then I used Varsity Orange from Big Twist. And then I believe this is Varsity Yellow in Big Twist. And also Hot Pink from Big Twist as well. So 3 colors from Big Twist. The other one is from Red Heart. But honestly, you can use any yarn you want. As I said, you just have to measure yourself, and then measure yourself going downwards. And then you just have to determine how you like to have your armholes. Do you like it to be open? Do you like it to be tighter? It's really up to you. I know I did a lot of talking. I didn't really show you how I crochet, but like I said, it's literally just a bunch of granny squares. In total, granny squares, it's, let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17 granny squares together to make my specific fit for my grannies, for my vest. For you, it could be more than that. It could be like a lot more, it could be less, but this is just how I like to wear my vest. Just like this. And since I use acrylic yarn, it is a little bit warmer, so this is good for like a spring, fall, maybe even winter if you want to wear a long sleeve. But if you were to wear it on a summer day, it might be a little hotter for you. I don't mind acrylic yarn in the summer, but some of you say that cotton works better. By all means, go ahead and use cotton. I don't like using cotton. I like to use acrylic yarn. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it on how I make this vest. I've been meaning to make this video for a while. Haven't gotten around to it, but here it is now. So I kind of hope this helps at all. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And just want to say thank you all so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!